Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Take Two with Paige and Patty.
Hi, everyone. My name is Paige.
And I'm Patty.
And this is Paige and Patty Take Two. Welcome back. So we are going to do Survivor 50.
Episode 1.
Episode 1. Can you guys believe this? This TV, like I said in our other video, this TV show has been going on since...
It's been going on since 2000. And actually, they started the entire season 50. I mean, let's talk about epic intro.
Whoa,
epic intro.
Whoa, okay.
And this big thing on the screen, May 31st, 2000.
I was so excited.
I remember that. I remember my husband and I were like, oh, this is a new show. What is this? Let's watch this.
Yes. So fun. I was very young.
25 years ago.
Yeah, we are
25
Survivor fans. Like, we would love to go on Survivor. We think my brother Michael should go on it. Like, to this day, we still think that we should just, submit an application for him because I think he would do so good. But we have been Survivor fans forever.
Since it came out in 2000. And the thing is, I was sitting there watching the introduction when they were going through, and I'm like, I just want to go back and watch all the seasons all over again, starting with number 1.
And guess what?
That's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Well, we did.
Let's watch season 50. Let's watch season 50.
Yeah. Season 50, let's talk about the intro. So we talked about the intro and how it was so epic that they went back in the day and they pretty much showed season 1, episode 1.
Where it's been 25 years in the making.
And they showed who? Jenna. Jenna was on season 1, episode 1.
Yes, Jenna was on season 1.
And guess what? She's on season 50 now.
She's on season 50. So the name of this was like a long 3-hour episode.
This
was like so long.
Yeah, so we have taken a lot of notes.
So it's season 50, episode 1.
Yes.
The date that it aired was February 26th, 2026.
Yes.
And the name of the episode is Epic Party.
Oh, it was a party.
Epic. And it was a party.
It was a party.
It was interesting.
So Mom is going to say a few things about the first kind of couple minutes of the episode.
All right. So there were some announcements made right at the beginning. And the first thing that they announced was, for the first time ever in Survivor history, the producers are not dictating...
They're not controlling
the rules of the game.
Right.
The fans are.
The voters.
And as Jeff said, in the hands of the fans.
And I love that. Getting us involved.
The fans got to vote on everything that they wanted to happen.
Right.
And they're going to play it out.
And they're going to keep doing that throughout the entire season, which is amazing.
Yes. So, we have to look at Survivor and we have to give it the respect that it's
deserved. Yeah.
So they have 24 returning Survivor players. 24 returning Survivor players.
Throughout the entire year.
25 years, 49 seasons. And then he said 751 people have played Survivor.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
That is.
And some of them have been on there 2, 3,
multiple
4,
times.
5 times.
Yes. And we're going to see that. We're going to name the ones that have been on there multiple times.
Yes, we are. Okay, so of course the first thing they had to do was pick tribes.
So Jeff had this big platter of buffs, pretty much, and they
were wrapped up and tied up.
So you couldn't see the color. It was all just whatever you get is whatever you get. And they went up there and they started picking their buffs. So tribe number 1 is the orange tribe.
Sela.
And that
the members are
Joe, Jenna, Emily, Christian, Ozzy, Savannah, Siri, and Rick.
Rick Devens.
Rick Devens.
And then you had the teal tribe, which is Kalo. D, Coach, Jonathan, Charlie. I'm glad Charlie's back.
I love Charlie.
Mike White. I like him. Chrissy, Camilla, and Tiffany.
Okay, and then they have the purple. So they have 3 teams. Last one, purple. Vatu. Colby, Stephanie, Kyle, Aubrey, Angelina, Rizzo, Genevieve, and Q.
So those are the tribes. There are 8 members on each tribe, and there's 3 tribes.
Yes.
And so that's how they started. And then they said, okay, so the fans voted. Should they get rice to begin with? And the fans voted 53% to 47%. No rice. You're going hungry.
Let's talk about it. The old Survivor, they didn't get anything.
They didn't get anything.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest, I loved Survivor back then. Because it was like, you got to figure
you had
it
to
out.
survive. But that was old school.
Yeah.
And the game was played a lot different. It
Yes.
was about survival.
Yeah,
And it was
Survivor.
And the old school Survivor was you needed to be a provider, a builder,
A leader.
a leader.
Yeah.
But that's not new school.
No.
New school is different.
Yes.
So then they also voted on supplies. And it was
60-40.
you have to earn
You have
your
to earn your
supplies.
supplies. They were never given anything the first, 35 minutes of this episode.
Yeah.
I loved that. I was like, oh, are
So
we
it's
in
like
old school?
you're on your own.
Yes.
So they had a chance to earn their supplies. And it's called the Marooning Challenge. That was the first thing they did.
Yes.
And that was for supplies.
Yes.
So this was the whole challenge. I'll give you the rundown and we'll talk about what happened. The first person had to dig under a log and crawl under to get a key.
Right. A big log, sand, digging under.
Okay, and then they give that key to another person and they had to go over and unlock a slide with rings to release the paddles.
Just a puzzle pretty much to get
Sliding
going.
back and forth. Then you had two people that had to run down to the boat and get all the rope out. That was probably the easiest.
Yeah, I would have done
Just
that.
to get the rope out. Then they ran back, and the two players that had got the paddles, and they had to row out to get a torch.
That was hard work.
Um,
Like row into like the ocean and get
well, they actually got to pull themselves out with
Yeah,
a rope,
so
but
they
then
had
they
a
had to
rope.
paddle back.
Yeah, but it was in the ocean.
Okay. And then you had to have two people untie a pole and maneuver a bag over rings on
So
a
like
post.
poke it, but the bag was super heavy, so you had to work together.
Yes, and it had to go around these, like a ring.
Yeah.
And then everybody unlocked the top of because the torch was locked. The top was locked. So they had to unlock the top of the torch and then light the torch.
Right.
And that's what you had to do to win.
So let's talk about the challenge between the older gang that has, been in Survivor before and this new gang. Because I don't know about you, but I see a difference.
Yeah, I definitely saw old school, new school.
Yes.
And the old school survivors have got to get on board with the new school or they're gone.
Yeah, I agree.
Because old school was, like I said, providing, being good at challenges, building, taking care of camp. New school, they don't care about that kind of stuff.
No, they're
It's
just
all
trying to
strategy
go. Yeah.
and connections and alliances.
Who can dig the fastest and who's like a smaller build that can get under there, okay? Who has enough strength to pull in the ocean to get to where they need to go? That's how this new school is thinking.
But they're not thinking so much about winning challenges
Right.
as they are about not making the connections so that when they lose, they don't get voted out.
Right.
And that's what's more important. Well, anyway, the reward for this challenge was flint to start a fire. And Batu won the challenge.
Yes, they did.
So they got their flint and they took off, happy, go to camp. But then that left... so that was the marooning challenge for the flint.
Yes.
And then they had to pick one person from each team to earn the supplies.
Well, how
Like
they
the
do.
pot and the knife.
Yeah. So they
But
had
only one member from each team could go and participate.
Now, this is a good thing and a bad thing. Do you want to be the person that has to leave your
The camp the
brand new
first day.
team
Yeah.
instead of strategize, but you could also get maybe an advantage? Or do you want to stay and strategize with your team?
But see, this is where kind of, I don't know, old school players think
Here's the
that
doggy.
this, yeah, she's crazy. Old school players think that this is the strategy to be the winner, to go get the supplies for the team. Whereas new school players are kind of like, who cares?
Right.
It's I need to make connections. So the orange team, Sela, picked Ozzy.
Which is an old school.
And then the teal team, Kalo, picked Coach.
Which is an old school.
And then the purple team, Batu, picked Q. Which is, he's not old school.
No.
But, yeah. So I don't know why Q wanted to go. Q's kind of crazy. Weird. So I think he wanted to go because he wanted to form connections with the old schoolers.
Q is very smart, though.
No, he got voted off with 2 idols in his pocket last time.
Cocky.
All right. So, yeah, remember last time when Q was on, he had 2 idols and he got voted out. Crazy. All right. So the 3 of them go off to get supplies. And what they have to do first is climb a pole to get the first bag of the stuff they need. Then they have to dig a hole to get the second bag of stuff they need. Then they have to swim to a buoy to get the third bag of stuff they need. They need to come back, put the pole together,
and then work.
Stick it through a thing to get the key off, and then the key would open a box for their supplies. Well, Ozzy took off like
crazy. Ozzy was killing it. He was doing so good.
When they got to the point where they built the pole, it was so long and so flimsy, they were struggling to get the key off. Struggling.
Yeah. So?
And this is where it gets interesting because this is I think, school. An old school mistake. Ozzy finally knocked the key off and he had it almost to the gate to pull it through. And Coach reached in with his hook and grabbed it.
Well, that's old school play, though.
That's old school play.
That's what
Coach
we're talking.
Is now on Ozzy's gone. I mean, he will never have an alliance with Ozzy.
This is what we're talking about with the old school players and the new school players is like that kind of stuff.
Cutthroat kind of stuff. That kind of underhanded.
Yeah. And then as soon as Q, got back to camp, he told everybody.
Yeah. Ozzy, of course, told everybody, and Q told everybody. Coach lied to his tribe. And
these young people figure stuff out, though.
Yeah, that's a bad move because you have no... he always says, I play an ethical and honest game.
That's not honest.
That's kind of...
I mean, you got to do what you got to do. It is a game. But this early in the game, I wouldn't
this early
have
in
done
the
that.
game to make moves like that makes you a target.
I wouldn't have done that.
I really think it makes you a target. So... Coach left, went back to the tribe, but Q and Ozzy had to spend the night on Exile Island. Stinks. And like Q said, he was eating bugs.
Things were crawling on him.
Yeah. So the next morning they go to get on their boats and they get an offer. You can get supplies, but you lose your vote.
Yeah.
Or you can get an extra vote.
This is where the old school and the new school comes in.
Well, this is where Ozzy kind of made a good move, finally. Because he said something, and what he said was...
Did you quote it?
I think I quoted it. Let me write it down.
Well, pretty much what he was saying is I have to, trick him to thinking that he is going to be the bigger man by taking something back to his team. But the best move was Ozzy's move.
To get the extra vote.
To get the extra vote. But he wanted to make Q seem like he was being a really good player by taking something back to his camp. We're trying to find the exact quote.
Yeah, and what Ozzy said, I don't care about supplies. With this many crazy people in the game, I need power. So, good Ozzy, you're thinking, you're trying to think new school.
Because this new school generation... They will flip their vote at tribal council like it's nothing.
And they don't care if you got the supplies. Who cares you got some supplies?
I don't care. I'll get rice tomorrow or whatever they're thinking.
We'll figure it out later, is their whole attitude.
Yeah.
So he kind of did that. So Q lost his vote, and Ozzy got an extra vote.
Which I would have preferred the extra vote.
I would have too. Yeah. So in the meantime, there were lots of things going on at the camp.
Lots of chit-chat.
So we'll start with Batu, the purple tribe. And what was going on there is,
Colby.
I am so proud of Colby and Stephanie.
Yes.
And Genevieve, because they were thinking new school. And so Colby, Stephanie, Kyle, and Genevieve formed an alliance right away.
Real quick. I mean, real quick, yeah.
And that's new school.
Let's get our people together.
It doesn't matter if you lay around camp all day. If you got the numbers in the votes, you ain't getting voted.
And that's all they're thinking. They're like, we don't need to build anything right now. Let's just get our numbers. We'll build it in a couple hours. Let's just form an alliance. Think
some of it may have had to do with Rizzo was talking to Colby because Colby was carrying all these bamboos and building the bed and building the
That's
shelter,
old school.
and that's old school. And Rizzo kind of said, he tells Kobe, carrying 50 bamboos is not how the game is played now.
Well, yeah.
And
but,
Kobe was like, he annoys me. I'm aggravated with him at first.
well, I think Rizzo actually messed up by fanning over this guy because he sat there. Nope.
Okay, sorry about that. We had to pause for a second because my dog has lost her mind.
So
And it's like, I don't know what's going on here. Lights are going off.
So-
this is the story of my life lately.
what I was saying about Rizzo, I personally think that Rizzo maybe would have made better connections if he wasn't fanguying over Colby, because that's literally what he was doing.
But in the end, though,
Colby
says,
liked him.
I kind of like that kid.
He got lucky, yeah. But
Yeah.
Colby was literally building a whole bed, and Rizzo's just like blah, 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 talking to him, and Colby's like, "Oh my god, this kid talks too much."
He has no work ethic.
But then he was like, "I kind of like him actually. He's funny."
But I still think that Rizzo has it right. Building shelter is not going
They'll
to win
sleep-
you the game.
These people will sleep on the ground. They don't,
They don't
care
care.
anymore. As long as they know that they're not going home, they will sleep on the ground. They will eat coconuts for days.
Okay, so yeah, and another thing that happened is Aubrey talked to Genevieve came over to talk to Aubrey. Now Genevieve is
That was
already in an
weird.
alliance with Stephanie, Colby, and Kyle. But so she's like warming up to Aubrey, and Aubrey was just like, I don't trust her.
It was the weirdest interaction.
It was so weird. It was like
I was like, "What is happening?"
I don't think
They met in a different life or something. They did not like
they
each
did
other.
not- yeah, that's exactly true.
Yes.
And
Savannah.
so that was what was going on at Batu.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then so over
We can
at
talk about that next.
Kalo, the Teal tribe, the Teal tribe.
Hello.
Kalo, that's a tongue twister.
Charlie. I like Charlie.
Charlie and Mike White kind of made an alliance. Mike White is out there just like, I am enjoying my
He's
life
like, I'm here. I
because
got
I'm rich as can be and I
got
don't
this
care.
opportunity and I have to take it.
And I'm gonna enjoy every minute of it. So he's like to Charlie, I don't know about this new school strategy stuff, so you're gonna have to help me out, Charlie. You know?
Well, hold on. Wait, I have to tell you about Colby, though. Colby goes, if I'm talking to you a little side, it's because I can't hear out of one ear. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh, you guys are so old, but I love it. He's like, so I can only hear out of this ear, not this ear. But yes.
Okay, so then we're over back now on Kalo.
Yeah.
So Mike White is kind of just having a good time,
just there.
talking to everybody,
Yeah, he's on
interacting.
vacation.
I'm like, this is great. I'm back on Survivor. Survivor was so good to me.
I love it.
And I'm back here, and I would, and he's got all this money, but he's still like, I wouldn't have turned this down for anything. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Coach returned after the supplies challenge, and Chrissy and Coach immediately start talking about getting D out because D won.
D is a competitor.
Yes, she is going to be. She's going to be fierce.
D was also on MTV The Challenge, if you guys didn't know, and she did really, really good on that show. She's a competitor.
And then Jonathan was also talking about getting D out. So
She's
D
good.
is on the hit list with that tribe.
sneaky.
She hasn't formed. Well, yes, she did. So Coach, Mike White, and Chrissy were kind of all talking.
Mm-hmm.
Mike White, I don't know. I think he's going to vote however he feels because I don't think he cares.
He's there.
But in the meantime, D, Tiffany, and Camilla
Form an alliance.
were at the water hole, and they formed a 3-person alliance.
Yes.
So all that's going on.
Yeah.
And then over at Sela in
Orange.
the Orange Tribe, Jenna, she immediately came out of the gate. We got to get Siri out. We got to get Siri out.
This is where I loved Jenna in season 1. I thought I just really liked her, and I was hoping that she'd be on 50, and when she showed up to 50, I was like, oh, this is amazing. Jenna went too hard, too fast.
And that's old school versus new school. Old school was like there were leaders within the tribe that kind of dictated everything that happened.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go after this person, then we're going to do this one, this one, this one. And they did it based on criteria of strong tribe.
Yeah.
Whereas new school is, slow down,
wanna
man. I got to
talk.
see who my alliances are first.
They want to talk.
I got to find some alliances.
Yeah. Jenna just went too hard, too fast, and I think that if she didn't do that, it would have been better.
Yeah, and while she's going hard, trying to get rid of Siri because Siri's played like 5 times and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And she has a great story and
Blah, blah,
blah,
blah.
blah, blah. So in the meantime, Rick Devens and Christian are Captain Kirk and Spock. I love that. I love this. I love this stuff.
Yeah.
Star Trek reference.
Yes.
Captain Kirk and Spock,
Yeah.
and they bring Emily to form an alliance. See, they're trying to move over to play New School.
Christian is the one with the curly hair, right, and the glasses.
Yes.
Okay, why does he remind me of the guy off of Big Bang Theory?
Because he's very much like him.
Yes.
And he's really smart too.
He is very smart.
And,
We're going to see that, though. We're going to see that in
but
this
these,
episode.
all 3 of these are. Rick Devens is like the idol finding king or whatever.
Yes.
He is looking for idols left and right, nonstop. So they did not have Flint. They did not win Flint. So Christian comes up with this idea.
So Christian, Jenna, Ozzy make a fire using
All the old people's
all
glasses.
the old people's glasses. And I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, they're genius.
And what I thought was, it was Christian's idea, and Christian really went through with it. And he's like talking about science and concave and convex lenses, and you know what he said? He said he did this. He has a son that nobody knows about,
Yes.
a child, and he said one day
He's going to watch me
he's
do
gonna
this on
watch
Survivor
me do this
50.
on Survivor and be very proud of me.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the old schoolers are there for different reasons.
Yeah.
Like I said, like Mike White, he's just there because he had this experience when he was younger, and it shaped who he was. And and Christian was like, I'm gonna go do this again and make my kids so proud.
Yeah. I love that.
So what else happened?
Oh, you know how Jenna was like playing a big game? Well, she was throwing out names. And she throwed out Siri's name.
She threw out Siri's name.
And so
Rick Devens told
Siri that Jenna was throwing out her name.
Uh-huh.
See, I just wish Jenna would have stepped back a little bit.
And formed some alliances with some people. She didn't try to form an alliance.
I don't know what she was doing.
I mean, meanwhile, like I said, Emily and Christian and Rick Devens are making an alliance. Ozzy and Siri are making an alliance. And Jenna's just running around telling everybody to vote Siri out.
Yeah, that's
You
not
can't
the game.
tell people what to do. They don't like that.
No, this generation doesn't like
They don't like it at all.
Yeah.
And then, so, it pretty much came down to them.
Yeah. Jenna versus Siri.
Siri.
And guess who went home?
Not yet. We haven't got to the immunity
I'm
challenge
getting
yet.
excited.
You're getting way ahead of us. So the next thing
has
was
lots
the
of notes.
immunity challenge.
We have another challenge. Like I said,
So they all
3
had to go
hours.
over this ramp net, and then 2 at a time under a net with mud,
Oh my gosh.
and then 2 players roll this crate, and then 2 players empty the coconuts out of the crate,
I thought someone was going to get stuck in that mud like they always do.
and then 1 player had to shoot the coconuts until the weight had enough weight to drop,
To drop it.
and then 1 player do the monkey fist where you throw the ball into the lever to pull the sliding ramp down, and then everybody up the wall, and then 2 people on the puzzle. So Siri lost this challenge
Oh,
for
she
Sela.
lost it.
She blew it with the monkey fist.
Yeah.
She could not do it. And
Why did she even go to try to
why
do it?
was I don't even understand.
Do you know who's on that tribe? Let's talk about it. So we have, I want to go back to the page of how she was the one that got to do that.
I mean, you had Joe. You had
Point blank Joe.
Christian, Ozzy, Savannah,
Why
who
didn't Joe
was
do
like won 4 challenges in
it? You
her
don't know
season.
that though because it's only 2 weeks.
I know.
But
Rick
still,
Devens.
why did she do that?
Because she thought she could do it. She should have been like unloading coconuts.
I wouldn't have even done that.
She should not have tried to do that. But
She did.
Siri is there because Siri, she just wants to accomplish things. But she cost her team the immunity challenge.
I agree.
And she should have never done that. Okay, and then on the other side, Kyle hurt his ankle trying to get up the wall.
And I want to talk about Kyle for a second because I follow him on social media. Kyle hurt his ankle bad.
So Kyle hurt his leg. They were able to pull him up and finish the challenge.
He was determined to finish for his team on one foot pretty much. And they got him up. They got him up on that challenge. He's
But
good.
it was too late.
Yeah.
Kalo, the teal tribe, won.
Won.
Vatu, the purple tribe, finished second. And even with Kyle hurting his ankle, they still finished and got immunity.
Yeah.
And Sela had to go to tribal council because Siri could not get that monkey fist. It took her forever. But this is where I want to talk about something that I remember as so many old school players just gated by.
Yes.
They never had to perform in challenges because most of the challenges on the old school part, when they were in teams, involved everybody doing the challenge.
Carrying the boat or whatever, yeah.
And so they were just kind of along for the ride.
Right.
And then once someone from the other team got voted out, they sat out the challenges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The immunity challenge. They were always sitting out. It was the same ones, always sitting out, the weak
Yes.
ones. But in the new school, it's like that it has to have individuals doing things.
It's like obstacle course style.
Yeah, but before it was like the whole team did it.
Yeah.
So they had someone to drag them around along. Mm-hmm. But the skating by, I mean,
It's not gonna work.
it's not going to work.
No.
But as we know, winning challenges is not that important. Well, until you need them.
Yeah.
What's important in the beginning is getting those alliances.
Right.
So they went to tribal council, and there were some comments made at tribal council, and Savannah had said, I want to keep someone I can work with. And Emily made the comment, everybody has strengths and faults. And Christian, I mean, I don't know. Survivor is about stories. Write the story where we dominate.
Listen.
I don't know if he's
I think
Spock.
he was
He's
tired
Spock
or
though, so
something.
you know he's like live. What is it?
Oh, this.
Live long and prosper. Yeah. So I mean, they pretty much just blindsided her. 7-1. Jenna gone.
I was sad.
And she had no alliances.
I know, she really...
She did not form an alliance
She
with
didn't
anybody.
do good.
She didn't try and make the connections.
Has she seen, like, the newer seasons? I just want to, like...
I think she was just so excited to be there that she just went in there gung-ho and didn't stop to take a breath and talk to people.
somebody. I agree.
She just went up, I want to get rid of Siri because of this, and I want to do this, and I want to do that, and I want to do this, and I'll go, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, and then they were afraid, and I think really the reason that she went is because they were afraid that they weren't going to be able to work with her. They were afraid that she was too out for herself and what she wanted, that when the merge, if they kept her around and the merge came, she'd ditch him in a minute.
Yeah.
And she probably would have.
Yeah.
Whereas if they have that bond with Siri, she's not going to ditch him till the end.
Make your alliances.
Make your alliances. That's what it's all about. So then, this was, like I said, this was a really long Survivor.
It was.
And so then they go to the next day. It's day 4 now. And there's a journey. So the boats come and they have to go on a journey. And the person that went for the supplies cannot go.
Yes.
So they have to pick someone else.
I think that's fair.
So for Kalo, the Teal Tribe.
Mm-hmm. Mike White.
Mike White went. Sela, the Orange Tribe. Savannah went. And Vatu, the Purple Tribe. Colby went.
Right.
So when they get there, here's the twist. Only 2 can play. So they drew rocks and Mike White just went back.
Goodbye.
He was like sad because he says, I wanted to have the experience. It's about experience with him.
So only Colby and Savannah got to play.
Yes. And what they had to do was build like a tower without knocking it over.
But they both had to put a piece on it. It wasn't like separate. It was like...
No, it was back and forth.
Colby, Savannah. Colby, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you win, you keep your vote. If you lose your vote. That's all they knew. And then Savannah won. And so Colby lost his vote and had to go back but he didn't see the second part of what happened.
Right. Very sneaky.
Yeah. So, second part of what happened was Savannah gets this advantage, a block of vote.
She gets a block of
After he leaves, she gets a block of vote.
Right. So Savannah's really the only one that knows about this block of vote.
Yeah, he doesn't even know. Here's the thing, though. When Mike White went back, he told about what they all said about Coach. So Coach was mad because he's like, oh, I play an honorable game. And they're like, well, you weren't very honorable when you snatched the key from him.
I heard that Coach did this, this, and this. And so, yeah.
And that can get you voted off of Survivor.
Very quick.
Very quick.
Yes. Well, you lied.
It's a dishonest game. Mm-hmm. It's a self-centered game. It's a dishonest game. It's a cutthroat game. And they don't want cutthroat people around because they'll cut one throat, they'll cut another.
Yes. So Colby went back and told his tribe the truth. And Savannah did not tell them about the block
Well, she
vote.
told him a partial truth. She told him that about how only two could play and how she won, so she kept her vote.
But anyone that knows Survivor was like, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, because as soon as she was done and she walked away, Rick and Christian and Joe were like, I don't believe that.
You
She
just,
has an
kept your
advantage.
vote. Yeah, like that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, she's got an advantage. She's got something going on.
Yes.
So, meanwhile, what's going on at the tribes? Vatu, the purple tribe. And I have to say the colors for a while till I learn them.
Yeah, I'm still going to say the colors.
Vatu, purple. Yeah, they're the purple ones.
They're the purple ones.
So, Genevieve finds the Billie Eilish
How
boomerang
crazy.
idol.
Billie Eilish. Wow.
So the way that idol works is you have to send it to someone on another tribe.
Yeah, this is crazy.
And then if they get voted off with the idol,
The idol comes back
boomerangs
to
back
Genevieve.
to you. So they were thinking, who could we give it to that would probably get voted off without using it? And they thought of Ozzy because Ozzy's another one that got voted off with an idol.
Right.
So twice I think he got voted off with idols.
Would you have given it to Ozzy?
I would have given it to Q.
I would have probably given it to you. I mean, I don't know.
But she couldn't give it to Q because he's on her team.
Yeah. So who would you have given it to? Who would you have given it to?
I don't know. I guess Ozzy would be a good. So what they were trying to figure out is how can we get the idol back?
Right.
So. Okay.
So she sent it to someone. They, if they get voted out, it goes back to her.
Yes, and then the big event. Medical comes to see Kyle.
I want to talk about Kyle first.
Talk about.
I like Kyle.
Okay, I didn't like him. I mean, I shouldn't say I didn't like him. I didn't like his gameplay.
Okay.
He was playing both sides. I hate when they play both sides.
I follow Kyle on social media. Kyle got really hurt. So medical came, they looked at his
Achilles tendon,
and they said, listen, you gotta exit the game.
Yeah, because if it was ruptured and they were unable to repair it, it could impact his ability to walk normally for the rest of his life.
So that's what I want to talk about. Kyle went home. I seen on his social media, he had to have whole surgery. He had to learn to walk again, run again,
physical therapy, all of that.
All the things. But he posted this big video about it. But at the end of the video, guess what he posted? He goes, so much has gone on, blah, blah, blah. They're having a baby.
Oh, nice.
So his wife having a baby. But yes, So he got exited out of the game for his Achilles tendon. He had to go home. Sad day. That was quick for Kyle.
Yeah. And the only other comment that I wanted to play is, Ozzy is trying to get to the mentality of new school.
Oh, yeah.
But then he keeps reverting back to being the provider. Mm-hmm. And that's not going to help him.
No.
So we ended right there. That's where it pretty much ended.
That's a very long episode. I'm excited for this season.
Yeah, and this is where we are after this one. Mm-hmm. Ozzy has an extra vote, and Ozzy has the boomerang idol. Savannah has the dynamic secret block of vote. Q lost his vote. Colby lost his vote. That's two people on the same team that lost their vote. Wow. So only 6 people on that team have a vote.
So we could go through and do
which means Aubrey and Camilla and Tiffany kind of have an advantage there.
Right there, they could get
Yeah.
guess who they could get out.
Yes. And so the first person that was voted off was Jenna. We're down to 22 players because Kyle left. And we'll see what happens next episode.
I'm excited. Thank you guys so much.
Yes. And we are going to try and keep up on Survivor. And then we're going to start adding some other,
Yes.
like House of Villains,
Traders.
Traitors.
Yes, we are so excited to be back, and thank you guys so much for watching our videos. Comment.
Yes.
We love to talk to you guys in the comments, so comment.
And we will still be talking about some things like Sister Wives. But we're kind of trying to veer
Tired
away
of the
from
wives.
Sister Wives because we're just kind of tired of the same old.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody is doing Sister Wives, and the story is done.
Yeah, it's done. But anyways,
We
tell
will
your friends.
talk about that. We will make a video about how we feel about Sister Wives at this point.
We will.
But after everything that happened with Janelle's
I'm good.
and the kids, we just said it's time to step away from this for a little
Right.
while and just maybe do one video a month on Sister Wives because
Yeah.
I mean it's just the same cycle over and over and
It's
over.
the same stuff. It's repetitive.
The show is done. It's winding down.
Mm-hmm.
So and we've and I found this like Traders by accident.
Like I said, we
It's
have
already
been
like
living.
season 4.
Yeah.
They got UK, New Zealand, Australia. I watched them all like in a month.
But we're excited to be back, and thank you guys so much for subscribing. Tell your friends.
And once we get back up and rolling, we'll start doing some
Live
shorts
videos.
and lives and all that stuff.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. Thank you all for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications and have a wonderful day.